Hello, Internet, and welcome back to Antiheroes Anonymous, or welcome for the first time if it's your first time joining us. I'm Ethan, and I'm the Dungeon Master for the 5th Edition Dungeons & Dragons show. Going around the table, we have our players.
Hi, I'm Nick. I play Thaddeus, the Human Paladin of Antiheroes.
Hi, I'm Kay. I play Harmony, who is the Wild Magic Sorcerer Tiefling.
That's George.
Well said, George. If you couldn't hear George, they just said that they play Nazria, the Dwarf Barbarian.
Yeah, we're down a player tonight. George couldn't join, so George is Nazria is being played by Donald Duck.
By George.
Yeah. And then lastly,
I'm Zach, and I play Hunter, a Warforged fighter.
So couple quick announcements. We'll get through them real quick, and then we'll get into the recap. We stream on Twitch every Monday at 7 p.m. Pacific time, then post those episodes to YouTube the following Wednesday. We frequently use custom items, classes, and even a custom wild magic table for our resident wild magic sorcerer. You can sense that we're like taking our attention off of them and then we just battle. What was I saying? Right, so if you're interested in any of the custom items or the wild magic table that we use, you can get the links for those in the Twitch chat by typing !custom to activate the bot that will bring up information on that. Or you can see the description below the video on YouTube. If you're interested in any of the music, it comes from BattleBards.com or TabletopAudio.com, so those are the two places you can go to check that out. And then if you're interested in what we're doing and finding out more about when we're streaming and like when our episodes go live on YouTube and whatnot, you can follow us on Twitter for information on that. And our handle is @AntiheroesAnon. It's also down at the bottom of the screen. You can check that out anytime.
Yes, please.
If you are watching us on Twitch, type !welcome to, again, activate the chat bot, and it will bring up a whole bunch of information about the characters' backstories and the story so far, and it's actually really, really useful. So if you're just joining in, yeah, definitely check that out and go through the information so you can get caught up and figure out what's going on. And if that grabs your attention, you can always go watch the videos on YouTube. Other than that, be sure to enjoy the show and share it with your friends, and always come back for more. So, diving into the recap, on the way to Ferendel, the capital city of the continent of Freydin, on a tip that the Eyes of the World, the party's nemesis group, who they've had a few encounters with, would be there. The anti-heroes encountered a group of orcs loyal to the Chains of Terra, the slaver orcs who had been enslaving Nazria and her backstory. And they received a message from Harmony's missing friend, Radiance, that she was with these orcs that were in trouble with the Chains of Terra. Harmony then challenged the leader of the Chains of Terra, or at least what is it I'm looking for? Diplomatic mission to that specific tribe. Ambassador, there's the word. Thank you, Nick. By the name of Pargu. To a trial to the death, and she ended up winning with the help of a powerful but dangerous magical artifact, while the rest of the party dispatched the remaining Chains of Terra within the camp. After installing an Orcish High Priestess of Luthik as the new chieftain of the Orcish tribe, and leaving it in a relatively peaceful state, Harmony learned from Radiance that her mother had been deposed as leader of her tiefling tribe, and Radiance then departed to make her way back to the tribe herself. The group then arrived at the lakeshore town of Westshore, where they took some downtime to go shopping and look for trouble. And they found trouble and shopping. And then after satisfying their various desires, they went to the piers to charter a boat. But on their way in the crowded streets of Westshore, Harmony was backstabbed, literally, by a beggar woman who revealed herself to be Vanessa, one of the former nobles from Ravenmoor, who has a personal vendetta against Harmony and the rest of the group. And so we left our session with Harmony unconscious in the streets, the rapier just pulled from her back, blood dripping from it onto the streets, and a gang of, well, a literal gang of people closing in on the rest of the group to presumably assist Vanessa in this battle, and we are starting with rolling initiative. So I'll get some music going, and
Do
then
I have
let's
to
do
roll too? Because I'm dead.
Do I have my cards?
Yes. Yeah. Huh?
Got keep the cards.
I have my card. I don't know where your card is. You lose your card every time.
I'll give you a new
Well,
one.
no, I have 2 backups over here.
2 backup cards.
Oh, well.
Oh, he's got 2
Oh.
backups.
I just wondered if you had mine.
Oh,
I do not have it. No.
Okay.
Doesn't the backup is in the backup?
We're rolling initiative?
Alright, I guess
Oh, great.
Why did
Yes.
you ask him for
Please roll
don't
initiative for
know.
Harmony because I need to know when you need to make death
when I need to,
saves.
roll the die.
Death saves.
Oh, and I actually rolled really well for once.
Let's get it done quick then.
Yep.
All
I
right,
don't
Donald.
want to roll well. I
Alright,
want to go for you
George.
guys.
George is rolling. Wow, George rolled really well.
That's pretty good.
I put
Right?
it. I put
I
it.
wanted to roll well.
I put it in Donald's hand
I
and
didn't.
rolled with him.
Did Donald roll for?
I got an 18,
That's what I rolled.
so a 20.
That's what I rolled. Let
Wow.
Nazria go first.
Like Donald, like
What's George's or what's Nazria's dexterity bonus?
I think it's the same as mine.
14.
Yeah, mine is 14 as
Oh.
well.
Okay.
So we're just completely
Completely
tied.
I'll just put them in a random order then. Oh,
That
that
was
wasn't
cool.
one for me. Okay.
That looks really cool.
Let's get these cards in order.
That's a lot.
That's
Yeah.
a lot.
What do you mean it's a lot?
It's busy, but it's cool.
Well, no, I was just gonna do the A's, but.
Oh, Hunter,
We
you're
can talk
slow
about it.
today.
We can talk about it later.
Well, I had my
I know, but we're in the middle of our game.
It's okay. We're still compiling stuff. Still processing it.
and I am ready to go now.
Alright.
So to set the scene for what we have going on, exactly what happened last session, Vanessa and her beggar guys begged Harmony for money. Harmony paid her a few coppers.
I paid her. Yeah, I paid her.
And then as Harmony turned around, Vanessa stuck her in the back with the rapier, dropping her to 0 hit points, pulled it out, blood dripping on the streets. All of this in broad daylight with passersby walking by. At the same moment, Hunter had turned around and spotted a group of gang members who had previously been referred to by some guards
The dragon.
as
The dragon
Toots.
toots.
the dragon teeth.
No, that's not what you
Dragon
said.
Toots.
It was the dragon. Tooth.
Hey, that guard wasn't well educated. Cut him some slack. The dragon teeth. And they're these sort of like colorfully robed, very anime style gang people, like with big spiky hair and like big chains hanging from their robes and things like that. Oversized shoes, you name it. And so they were menacing towards the party as well. With that, the first action of this round goes to Vanessa, and you watch as there's basically passerbys going on both sides of the street and sort of like all around you in sort of like a constant throng as this is the busy area in front of the pier. She slips back into the group of passerbys and disappears from your vision for a moment. I'll record that number. Give me just a sec. I will let everyone who's conscious make a perception check at this point to try and keep track of her.
Oh, 15.
Because I'm unconscious.
Donald got a 15.
Okay.
George got a 15. Hunter got a 11.
Okay. So from all of your vision, she just basically gets caught up in this flow of people that is going back and forth and all around this area.
Are they like reacting? Is there like screaming and stuff going on?
To describe the way that people are reacting, there's like there's gasps and there's like a couple screams, but for the most part, people like as soon as they like notice that a person has dropped down to the ground, they look around frantically. Their eyes seem to alight on the dragon teeth approaching, and very quickly they get what is going on, and they just put their heads down and keep walking, and people just continue to like ignore what is going on.
Wow. Okay.
What about like the guards and stuff?
There are no guards in sight at the moment. Nazria's up.
Nazria's up? Okay.
And she's watching.
So
There are 4 gang members quickly approaching, but with the perception check, Vanessa managed to disappear completely from view into the crowd.
I think Nazria would just like find. I think she just like fly into a rage and then just start charging those gang members. I mean, do we even know that they're evil?
They're coming towards you pretty threateningly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Nasri's seen it before.
And, like,
she knows they're bad things.
Yeah.
Now that Vanessa has made her move, they were sort of sauntering forward slowly, but they've started to break into a run towards you, and they're actually.
She says save Harmony. I don't know if that means that Nazria would save me or George just wants
check
to save me.
her sheet for a potion. Maybe she wants to pour one in.
Everyone has one, I think, or at least.
I think I just handed some out to everybody, and then
Yeah,
I got
I
some
would-
in mine too.
Yeah, I don't have one for that.
She has a healing potion. It says here. She said she put a big healing potion. The kanji for big. So it's a 44 plus 2 one.
A greater.
Greater is 44 plus 4.
Yeah.
44 plus 2 on here. So
Well, she wrote
maybe
it
she
down.
like mixed a small and a giant and had
Yeah,
a big
we'll
one.
go with 44 plus 4.
Or maybe she would have taken one from Harmony. I don't know.
I have 4 in my bag, but if she takes one from me, then she has to look for it, right?
Mhm.
Or will she be able to find it right away? It's like,
We'll just say
She'd
in a
still have to
panic.
look for
We'll
it.
say in a panic that she just uses this one. I
okay.
guess. So, all right. D4s.
Thank you.
Uh,
Thank you so much.
I have 2. Okay, 3. So I need one more. I have one more. Yeah. Okay. We got a bunch of 1s.
No!
A bunch of 4s.
Are you kidding?
We got 14.
14 total?
But that's enough to bring you back up to consciousness, and your eyes flutter open, and the breath of fresh air comes in.
Do I know what happened?
You were conscious long enough
Because
to
she
see.
got my back,
Yeah,
and I
but you
heard
were,
her say
You
something.
were conscious long enough to hear her whisper in your face and sort of turn to the side as she said, "That's for Thomas, you bitch," and then you lost consciousness and fell to the ground.
I just wanted to hear you say bitch again.
I know you
I'm
did.
not gonna lie.
I know you did.
Okay.
Okay.
She
There we
still
go.
has movement in a bonus action.
So.
With a bonus action, she could fly into a rage.
Which she probably would do.
Yeah, we'll fly to a rage, and then
I will say, for distinguishing purposes, the gang members that are approaching are each in a different colored getup. One of them is in red, one of them is in white, one is in blue, and one is in black.
red, white, blue, and black. Okay.
Mhm.
And then I think she'd pull out Pork Splitter and probably intercept these gang members.
Okay, so which one are you running off towards? That's mainly what I need to know.
Definitely the second one.
White. Okay,
Okay.
then it is Harmony's turn.
Yay, and I'm alive.
Yeah, so you come to consciousness and you can see there's people like pushing past you. Some of them are like literally stepping over you, but you can sort of like push them out of the way and stand up.
If I turn around, or get up, I get up,
Mm-hmm.
and I turn around, can I look for Vanessa?
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Okay. Where's my perception score? Here it is.
Well,
Tides of Chaos. Even worse.
Okay.
That's a 9.
Yeah, there's no sign of her anywhere. She's completely disappeared.
I'm just gonna start running in the direction that I'm just gonna run in the crowd, like
Okay.
back where I think she probably went.
I don't think you have any idea because you weren't conscious.
Well, I mean, I turn around.
Yep.
She was behind me, and I go straight into the crowd that way.
Still no sign of her then. Is that all you've got then?
I'm gonna drink one of my basic healing potions as well while I'm running.
Okay.
Which is 2d4 plus 2.
Mm-hmm.
8.
14.
Huh?
14. So you can say-
No, 2d4 plus 2. It's 8
Oh,
total.
oh, okay.
I was like, you're confusing me, but 22. Feel a
Okay.
little better.
With that then, these robed figures run forward with incredible speed, and they get up close. Let's see, the red one runs up towards Harmony, we'll say. The blue one
Same
runs up. Well, actually, you ran away.
I
so
ran
they
into the
can't reach
crowd, yeah.
you. Two of them then. We'll say red and blue run up to Hunter, and then black will run up to Thaddeus. And they launch. Basically, as they get up close to you, they don't have any weapons. they just bring up their fists, and you can see they have these like crafted bone knuckles that are on their hands, and they just go into like a flurry of punches and kicks. Punches and kicks.
Punches
Oh
and kicks.
no, my weakness kickers.
So we'll go with Thaddeus first. That's a natural 20.
Okay.
That's a 19.
I'm not allowed to roll anymore.
And that's a 3, so that's not going to hit. So 2 hits.
Yeah.
Well,
I hit the crit.
Yep.
But luckily, with your thick hide.
Yeah,
fine.
it sounds like he's might be a match.
That's true. I forgot about your current condition. In that case, only a few things happen here.
You're welcome.
I said red and blue.
I think you said red and black.
Oh, red.
What are the 4 colors?
Red, black, white, and blue.
Pokemon Red.
In
Pokemon
which
Blue.
case, that is, you take 1 fire damage and 1 acid damage. As they punch into you, their knuckles flare with elemental energy. And it just does a little bit of damage to you. Now, this is the rule question I wanted to ask you about.
Alright. I promise to answer honestly.
Because
say anything.
these martial artists have a thing where when they hit with their unarmed strikes, they can choose an effect from a list and have someone make a saving throw against that effect. But I don't know if that effect triggers if the bulk of the attack doesn't do any damage.
If it says on hit, then yes, it does.
Let me double check.
Oh no.
Unless it's against this party.
Unless it's against this party, in which case.
It says hit, does some bludgeoning damage, which that would be negated because it's not magical. And then if the target is a creature, the adept can choose one of the following additional effects. So,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, they can.
In which case, on the first one, make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Depending on how that goes. Oh, give me a second.
That's a 19.
Okay. And then on the second one, go ahead and make a Strength saving throw.
That's a 22.
So you're fine on both of those, no problem.
That's gonna be safe.
And then the one that ran up to Hunter was the blue one.
So you had red, black.
I read black, you have blue,
I
and
have
Nasri
blue.
has white.
He has white.
Oh, that was only one of those. Oh, never mind. We'll just go with it because I screwed up.
Okay.
So against Hunter, then that is so 23 on the first attack,
24
only
is it?
16 on the second attack,
Okay.
and only 8 on the third attack. So
The first
one
one
hit.
is.
So he does a total of 8 bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
which you take in full as he punches into you with this flurry of punches, and then 5 lightning damage as his knuckles also arc with this energy that then sparks onto you and you feel it.
5
ripple across
lightning
your
and
body.
8 bludgeon.
4 lightning and 8 bludgeoning.
Okay. Do I take half from bludgeoning?
Nope.
No? This is piercing and slashing, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Then it is Thaddeus'
So
turn.
it's.
Alright.
You've got the black-robed one and the... Oh, and then actually, sorry, I forgot the one that is on Nasriel.
Oh, yeah. He can have a turn too, I suppose.
Yeah, so there's an 18 plus some stuff, 18 plus some stuff, and 14 plus what?
Hers is 17 right now, I think.
Okay, so all 3 of those are going
That's
to
what it
hit.
says.
So that is 6, 13, plus what's the dad each one? 3. So that is 22, 22 points of bludgeoning damage, which she halves down to 11, and then 1 point of cold damage from his
So
knuckles.
12.
Yeah, she doesn't have the cold.
Okay.
Now it's Thaddeus' turn.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, you can't take less than 1 damage anyway. Alright, bonus action. Draw and activate the Moonblade.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess I'm gonna attack one. Let's say it's red black on me.
Yes, red and black.
Which one did the acid damage?
The black one.
Alright, I'll attack that one.
To clarify, it's his robe that's black, not.
No, I get it, yeah. But
Just
like
making
they,
sure the viewers
they
know.
have no other distinguishing features.
Yeah.
The black robed man, I'll
Black
say.
robed person. Mm-hmm.
I get you.
Gotta be sensitive about these things.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's a 15 and an 18.
The 18 will hit.
Okay. Three bleeds. I will do 12 cold damage.
Okay. moonblade slashes into him, and he recoils from the damage. With a very anime-style scream. Hunter, you have the blue-robed figure right up next to you.
Okay.
Sort of in like a martial arts pose.
Alright, I match his pose. Like Mandus taught me.
Mm-hmm.
Just kidding. I'll pull out my longsword and shield, and I will make some attacks. But can I also, like, is it possible that during my turn I can also, like, bang my shield to make, like, loud noise?
A little bit, I suppose.
Okay. To, like, call the guards, maybe?
Oh,
Like signal
that would
them?
take an action, let's say. If you're trying to, like, actually actively signal someone.
I'm just, like, making noise.
Yeah, but
This whole scene is making noise, so
Okay, that's fine.
if you want to make more noise than the scene is already making,
Okay,
it's
so now
probably
it's okay, I'll just attack them. So, I will attack. Just make sure I have everything correct. So I did that. Okay, that should be good. Yes. First attack is a 19.
that will hit.
Okay, I'm going to make that a trip attack.
So strength save.
So that's a strength saving throw of 15.
He fails it,
Okay, so he's prone, and then I will attack him again.
and you'll get advantage now that he's prone in front of
Okay.
you. He like lands on the ground with a.
Oh, and I'm going to back into him with a
Go
sword.
for it.
Alright, so second attack is a 28. And
Hits.
I will. He's not holding anything, right?
No, just these like knuckles that are. They aren't like. I guess he is technically holding them, but it's sort of like laced onto his fingers. You know, like how you put your. If you were to
So would
actually
They're
use.
disarm?
like rings.
Yeah.
Would disarm work on it?
I don't think so in this
Because if
case.
he opens his hand, they're not gonna.
Right, I get that. That's why I'm asking. I didn't think it was a.
Unfortunately, in this case, I'd say probably not.
Okay, so I'll just do a regular attack then for the second one.
As much as I hate taking away your ability.
That's okay. It's fine. He's not holding something that I can see, so at least that he can drop. Okay, so first attack is gonna do not very much. 6 plus 12, and the second attack will do. Oops, wait, I did that wrong. I'm sorry. I rolled the wrong dice. You want me to re-roll it?
What
I rolled a d12 instead of a d8 because I'm used to rolling for my bow.
Yeah, reroll.
I'll just
Yeah,
re-roll
yeah.
the whole thing. Okay. So, where's my other d8? Okay. So we got 12 again, and second attack is 14.
Okay.
And that is that.
Okay. All right. From out of the crowd behind Hunter, a figure sort of emerges and looms towards Hunter, but it's kind of hard to distinguish because this figure looks by all rights unassuming. They look like this freckled teenage boy with like ginger hair. But as they get close to Hunter, out comes the rapier and he gets stabbed in the back.
Okay. Ready to receive?
Hold on. Where is that actual attack? There we go. So that is 23 to hit. So that's
Darn.
and there's an ally within 5 feet of you, so she's going to get a little bit of extra damage.
Even if he's prone?
Actually, let me look that up on sneak attack. I'm not 100% sure. I think as long as they're not incapacitated. So this is important.
yeah. If target's within 5 feet, if the enemy is incapacitated, and you don't have disadvantage on the attack roll.
And she doesn't have disadvantage on the attack roll. So, that was a good question.
Okay.
So let's see, that is 8 piercing damage, but it's from a magical weapon, so it's not halved down free.
Okay.
And then sneak attack damage.
8 damage. Must be nice.
7, 10, and then 11 more piercing damage, which I don't think, because that's considered also coming from the magical weapon, so I
Yeah.
don't think that's halved down either. So that. And then I need you to make a... Oh, nope, that just happens on your turn. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, let's see, that was probably her movement. That's all she's going to do there then.
How much damage was it?
It was 11 from the sneak attack damage and 8 from the rapier, so a total of 19.
Okay.
Then it is Nazri's turn.
Okay, so she's going to start smacking this.
She's next to the one in white.
Minus 19. Okay, and then she's going to take out Orc Splitter. She's already in a rage, and she's just going to start smacking. So I don't think she has any other special attacks she normally does, right?
Not usually, no.
Okay. First roll is if this attack bonus is correct, a 16.
Just hits.
Okay. And damage is d12, I think. Orc Splitter. Okay. I'm gonna.
Do let me know if she crits though, because Orc Splitter gets bonuses on crits.
Okay. That's a 6 plus 7, so 13. I don't know where her card is for Orc Splitter either, so
Next in here.
Okay, I'll look at it in a sec. And then the next attack is a 19. Is that crit?
No.
No.
Okay. I didn't know if that weapon is special. And then she's gonna reroll that. And she got a 1 again. Cool. So that's an 8 damage. So 2 1s in a row.
4 Hans.
Then it is Harmony's turn, and you're just sort of back in the crowd. And I will say, you can probably see that this figure has emerged from the crowd looking nothing like Vanessa and stabbed Hunter in the back.
Very well. Okay, I'm gonna run back into the clearing.
Yeah, there's a small open area, but it sort of fluctuates as people come and go.
And I'm going to point my staff at the boy. And I'm gonna shout, "Hey! You're gonna have to do damn well more than that if you want to avenge Thomas!" and firebolt her.
Okay.
Him.
Go ahead and roll the attack.
It.
Turns out it's just some kid.
It's just some
He
kid.
just wanted to join in the fun.
I don't want to roll this.
Some kid with a
with
like a magic rapier.
Well, there's a fight. I'm gonna get in on that. Oh man.
10.
10.
I rolled a 2. And I used my Tides of Chaos.
Because you shouted, the figure has enough time to look towards you and see the firebolt coming, and with incredible acrobatic skill, dodges completely backwards into like a backwards handspring.
2 sorcery points, I'm doing it again.
Okay.
Fuck this shit.
That's better.
What's better? That's a 16.
The acrobatic flourish that they launched into is just enough for you to pin them down. They weren't expecting the second attack.
Yeah.
Hits.
Alright, where's my... I haven't used Firebolt in ages. 2d10. Alright, 9 fire damage.
Alrighty. Then it is these martial artists' turn. And so the red one next to Thaddeus is going to do its 3 attacks. Does anyone actually have an extra d20 that I can borrow to roll 3 at once?
We have lots.
Here you go.
And we
I've
have,
actually got 3 here.
I have 2. I just need a third one. Thank you. Looks probably like 2 hits. There's an 18 and a 23 and then a 10.
Yeah. 2 hits.
Only one of those gets the magic damage. So that is 1 fire damage, but on those 2 I also need you to make a Constitution saving throw on the first one. And then a Strength saving throw.
The con one is 13.
Just passes, okay.
And the strength is, well, a 10.
10.
Nope, less than
Okay. So the first strike goes for like an area of your chest, and it's an attempt to like immobilize you for a moment. But and that's the one where the little bit of fire damage leaps onto, and it's just enough to distract you long enough so you're like raising up your sword for a moment, and then they aim for that moment and jab you up in the wrist, knocking the weapon out of your hand. And your moonblade goes clattering to the ground. This is something I looked up to be sure. They pick it up. I made sure to look up to make sure they could do things like that as a free action.
Okay.
So that's the first one that's on you. Then there is the one with the black robe. Only one of these is going to hit at a 19.
Okay.
So go ahead and make another Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
That's a 8.
Okay. And you are stunned until the end of its next turn.
Okay.
So go ahead and let me pull up what that means actually.
Yeah. See, you want this?
Yeah.
Yeah, and when you DM, you can borrow this from me actually.
How many hit points was that? Did you say?
Oh, I didn't roll his damage.
0.
This is 2 acid damage.
A black robe. A black robe anime team.
Stunned. You are incapacitated, can't move, can't speak, or can speak only falteringly. And then you automatically fail strength and dexterity saving throws. And then attack rolls against you have advantage. So it's pretty paralyzed. Like that. I'm going to leave this open because I'm sure to need it.
How do you get someone out of that? Can you?
It's just until the end of his next turn.
Okay, there's
So
no way
mine
to shake him
is-
out of it?
The rogue man's next turn.
Okay.
Then the blue one next to Hunter. Let me make his attack. One of those is crit, the rest miss.
Okay.
So it is 13 plus.
You have to stand up first, though.
It's true. He does. He like stands up and he does like a kick up type thing where he kicks back up to his feet, and then he launches into an attack with his punch, and that does 16 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then also 7, if that hits as well, lightning damage.
Okay.
And that just comes up as like a total uppercut from his kick up off the ground.
Okay.
But then he tries to kick you a couple more times and misses. But I also need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Alright. Sorry.
Are you near me? Who's near me?
I'm near you, I think.
That's a good thing to establish.
I mean, we were right next to each
You're
other.
pretty close. I'll say that you're next to pretty much everyone now
Okay.
at this point that Harmony's back.
Alright, then, well, any friendly creature within 10 feet of me gets +3 to saves.
Nice.
+3?
Yeah.
Okay, so I got a
Yeah,
21 to my save then?
Okay, you're perfectly fine.
Okay.
And then the one next to Nazria, a lot of big misses and 1 hit.
Okay.
Next to Nazria is the one with the white robes. It does a grand total of 6 bludgeoning damage, half down to 3, and
So
then
she's like totally fine
3
right now.
cold damage, but she needs to make a Constitution saving throw as well.
Okay. Is she too far away from Thaddeus or not?
No, I think everyone pretty much is within, since we're doing it griddless.
Probably not hard with you, though.
Okay.
She can get back in.
I
She
came
can
back
Oh,
get
in.
you came back in. Okay,
Yeah.
right.
So she got like a 23 then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfectly fine.
Okay, so it was 3 bludgeon and then cold as well?
Mhm.
Okay, so he's at 80 HP.
What a tank.
She has like 100.
Thaddeus, it's your turn, but you're stunned
Yeah.
for the moment.
I can't take actions, reactions, and I can't move. So that's pretty much
So
done.
Thaddeus stands there sort of gibbering.
Does
Okay.
he get to do a saving
I
throw?
can't take bonus actions. Can I?
It says actions or reactions.
Yeah.
So I'd say, yeah, sure. You
Okay.
can sort of like falteringly take a potion or something.
Oh no, I'm just gonna use a bonus action to unactivate my sword.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and the blade fizzles out in his hand, and he sort of looks at it like, what? Hunter,
Did he
at the
steal
start of
your
your
sword?
turn,
Uh-huh.
the place where Vanessa pulled out the
That's good,
rapier
man.
from behind you
It's my
starts
sword.
to ooze like this black liquid, and you take 2 points of necrotic damage.
Ooh, fun. Alright.
And then, hold on, I will explain this to you so that you can choose whether you want to do it. It has opened a wound
Uh-huh.
in your body, At the start of your turn, you take 1d4 necrotic damage for each time you've been wounded. You can make a Constitution save. I actually should need to check when you need to make that.
Dragon tooth.
Dragon teeth! I think that's the thing. Like, the entire town calls them dragon tooths, but they, like, have to correct everyone. Like, it's a dragon teeth!
Or the grenade!
What is this weapon actually called? It's a sword?
Wait. Oh, you're
I'm trying to remember where. There it is. Okay, this is what I wanted. Okay, and then you can make now a Constitution saving throw
Okay.
with the +3 from Thaddeus.
Okay. I got a 18.
So then you manage to
I just will it away.
yeah the black liquid stops pouring out, and that's sort of the end of that.
I'm like, hey, knock it off. And then it's like, okay.
And then you can take your turn as normally.
All right, cool. If I didn't make it, would I not be able to take my turn normally?
Well, you don't know.
Oh, maybe I rolled worse
answer.
just so I can find out.
Correct answer.
You don't know?
All right. So I have Vanessa here too, right?
Mm-hmm. You've got the blue-robed guy and Vanessa both next to you.
Okay.
Vanessa, whose robes are burning.
Just finished a little bit.
How does the blue robe guy look? Is he or?
He took a fair bit of damage when you knocked him on the ground, but he's still up and fighting.
Okay. So I think I'm gonna. I really want to attack Vanessa, but I really want to take care of this guy too because he's hurting as well. Yeah, I'm gonna start hitting Vanessa. I think instead.
Okay.
So let's see here. First attack is a 20, so that's a crit.
Yep.
Nice.
I'm gonna make that a trip attack as well. So do this.
He fails his strength save, so this poor guy can't
No,
stay
this
on
is
his
Vanessa.
feet. Oh, this is Vanessa. Okay, well, let me check a different stat block then. She also fails her strength save.
Okay, so she falls,
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
and so I'm gonna roll some damage. 11, 18. So that is 25 damage for the first attack.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna attack again. She's on the ground, so I get advantage.
Yep.
This is true.
And rolled a 19. And I'm gonna make this a disarm attack for the rapier.
Smart. Okay. Is it still a strength save?
It is still a strength save. Do they get disadvantage or anything if they're prone?
No.
Okay.
But I don't think she passes.
Okay. And I'm gonna pick it up.
Does a 13 not pass?
A 13 does not pass.
Then yep.
So I'm gonna pick it up.
All right.
We're learning.
Because you learned it, so I'm gonna do it too. And the damage is 19 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna use action surge. Is she still alive?
Yes.
She's
that was
okay?
19 damage, you said?
Yeah.
Let me double check.
Okay.
Yes, she's
That
still
rapier?
alive.
I'll stow it away in my pouch. And so she's still alive. So I'm gonna use action surge and strike her again.
Okay.
So I'm gonna knock off my superiority dice. 3 so far.
No.
I am not happy with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
None of us
she's-
are.
So that's
It's like he
that.
at the head of the queue.
So I got a 19
Okay.
He is.
To hit?
to hit,
Definitely.
and can't really. I really want to add more damage, but does she have any other items that I can see on her person?
No, that's all she had out at the moment.
Okay. So I guess I could do. I'm gonna use maneuver attack, I guess, and I'm gonna use it on Harmony, and she can use her reaction to move half her speed without an OA if she wanted to reposition somewhere.
Me?
Yeah,
Sweet.
and so I'm gonna do extra damage because of that.
Okay. Do you want to move anyone?
That's 16 damage.
Am I close to anything?
You're sort of in the middle of all of this combat that is going on around you.
How far is Vanessa from me?
Like 10, 15 feet.
Okay, then yeah, I will. I'll just for the.
You said 13 damage?
16.
Oh, 16.
So you should just dominate her.
Yeah.
Something, anything. She's still
Yeah.
alive. Just,
She's still alive.
Stabbing her. Like,
Yes,
die! Okay, and that is my turn.
Okay. And sort of having been disarmed and like having lost her weapon, she is like looking up at you, like full on in the eyes, and she frantically glances over at Harmony, like hatred burning. You can just see like in this ginger boy's eyes, just like fire burning.
And I'm like, your fight is with me! And I just like stab her again.
The ginger boy says, what is it say? Hold on.
Is it whatever disguise she's up at concentration?
No, it's not.
Okay.
Which it's an interesting thing. You will find out if you kill her.
Alright.
But she says,
She was an old lady.
"Curse you! This isn't over. I'll be back, and I will have my vengeance for my love." And she's going to bonus action disengage.
No. On the ground?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And she's going to stand up.
No.
Rogues, man.
And she is
Screw
going
that.
to. So basically, she does like a somersault. She tumbles backwards, and then stands back to her feet, and disappears back into the crowd.
So stupid.
I will say she only got 15, and then what is her speed? Yes.
Do I get an OA?
45. No, because she disengaged.
Oh my gosh. Like this
She gets a
person
little
at
ways
all.
away from you, but can't really use an action to make a stealth check. So I will say, Hunter, you can still see her, but she's got some cover at the moment.
Okay.
That was her turn. Then it is Nazria.
Let me go. We have the same energy. Let me go.
Alright.
Now
Well,
she's gonna kill
You
me.
did have Nasria go first, so.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
it's cool.
So where
just
did
impatient.
Alright.
I
I'll
don't
go
know.
fast. So she's gonna just start swinging at this guy again.
Okay, she's
I
got the white rope guy.
And I don't think that she doesn't have anything that I'm not doing already, so. That's 11 plus the 21.
Hits, for
Okay.
sure.
How's real rage?
She's gonna reroll that. Oh, yeah. That is 19 damage.
Okay.
The next attack is also a 21. And then 13 damage.
Okay. This guy is starting to look very
Oh,
good.
yeah,
because
she's
he's
just
got
chopping
like,
away.
slashes in his robes, and like one of
She's
his one of his hanging chains is broken, and like
Oh.
it's pretty bad.
She's
He's
like-
looking rough.
She's like, why are you punching me?
Now it's Harmony's turn.
Whole person on that motherfucker.
Okay.
60-foot range, so
Yeah,
I
she
can
couldn't make a stealth check, so yeah.
run over by a hunter if I need to actually like.
Yeah,
her
you
in
probably
line of
have
sight.
to, but at that point you've got her well within range, and it's a wisdom.
Yep.
She fails.
Nice.
And so she freezes in place.
And I'm just gonna walk calmly up to her
You can't quite get that far.
as far as I can.
Yeah, you get within like 30 feet.
I'll just put my hands on my hips
Okay.
and shake my
Uh,
head.
Hunter,
Mhm.
the blue-robed guy who's probably closest to all of this, who's right next to you, is going to, without disengaging, take a step back from you so you can make an opportunity attack.
I will.
And he's going to go make 3 attacks against Harmony.
Okay.
Only 2 of them are going to hit.
So.
Only 2 of them out of 3.
Or 1 of them, actually, my bad. I
Thank you.
misspoke.
Okay.
2 of them miss.
I got a 24.
Okay,
So
that's
I'm
going to hit him.
assuming that's a hit. Oh, that was bad. I did 7 damage.
Oh shit!
Say concentration.
Wild magic went off.
That's true. So
Uh-oh.
figure that out.
Oh
Figure
my
that out.
god.
Because I cast whole
Yeah.
person.
You're also going to take 10 points of damage total. 7 bludgeoning and.
Well, let's do wild magic first.
How much damage did you do to him, Hunter?
I did 7
Okay.
slashing.
Oh shit. Please be something good. 43. Okay, that's fine.
What happens on 42? I don't have it out. Hold on.
That's fine.
Alright. And it's completely lost in the moment. But
It's not something that we've noticed right
Harmony
away.
has no shadow.
My shadow disappears.
Let me see. How's this work?
Can I also hellish rebuke the guy that hit me? And I guess I'll need to make a concentration save as
Yes. You can't hellish rebuke him, but basically, if anyone was paying any attention to Harmony's shadow, you basically see as she goes to cast the spell and Vanessa gets frozen in place, her shadow detaches from her body, like it's like it was unsewn from where it was,
Peter Pan style,
and it creeps away into the crowd by itself.
Can I Tides of Chaos my saving throw? My concentration.
Can I make an OA against the shadow?
concentration?
I don't
saving
think
throw?
so. Well, actually, it
Because
just triggered.
It's a saving
so
throw, and it just triggered.
Yeah.
It technically triggered before I got hit.
yes, you can.
Yeah, good, because my dice are just, that's like the third 2 I rolled tonight. Okay, that's better. That's 11.
Okay, just a pass.
Yeah.
Is that a saving throw?
A
Concentration?
concentration
Yeah.
for my whole person because I got hit.
So, do you get +3 from Thaddeus?
Yep.
Oh yeah, so then that would have been 14.
So this guy needs to make a dexterity save for the health rebuke.
That's right.
Right, Hellish Rebuke, I'm using that too.
Fails, I think.
No, is it? Hold on.
It is Dex, and he fails.
Yeah, needs to
Best
pass a
stat.
16.
And he fails.
So,
My numbers are
and
rolling
this is
crazy
at
damage,
second level,
though.
so this is
I'm
3d10.
really hurt. This is the most hurt I've been. Should knock it off.
That's
26.
26 points of fire
Please be
damage.
done.
Dang. This was all to that guy, so he looks very rough. The flame engulfs him, and you expect him to be completely incinerated, but he's standing there charred in there's char marks on the ground and stuff. But then he slowly goes.
It's like the cartoon with just the eyes that are
Yeah, it is
gold,
completely sooty black, and then
But he's still alive. And then
I'm just gonna glare at him.
So these 2 on me, I have to say, I didn't manage to undo my blade because I have to be holding it to do that.
oh,
So
okay.
he's got that.
Well, he's just going to hold on to it for now.
Okay.
And these 2 are actually, since you're still stunned, they're going to run over towards Hunter. And I'm going to make a whole ton of attacks. against
no.
Good, it's about time you took some damage.
Um,
Mister, I'm gonna stay on the hill
I'm gonna
out of
die.
the danger.
Hunter. That's
this whole
1 hit
time.
at 18, right?
I'm at 20.
Oh, you're at 20 AC because you have your shield. That's
Yep.
right. That's
Okay.
a miss. There's 1 hit at 24, 1 at 21, so 2 hits.
How are they making so many attacks? There's only 2 of them.
I know, they each get 3 attacks. And then the third one misses altogether, so
Wait, third one? What was the third one?
He came off me.
I only had 2 on me, though.
you had...
No, the other
oh,
one
you're
attacked
right.
Harmony.
Yes, well, it doesn't matter. He missed
Oh,
anyways.
wow. This guy rolling 9 dice into 6. I think that all misses.
The third one that I rolled that shouldn't have been there missed completely anyway, so it doesn't really
So
matter.
he thought about it and he was, darn, I missed.
Yeah. But there were 3 hits total, so I'll
Okay.
roll those. So that is...
Does he still have Thaddeus' sword?
Yes.
Okay.
I rolled above a 10 just once. That was for initiative.
Yeah.
It's not another stance.
You don't resist fire or acid, do you?
I need to check.
I don't think you do.
I resist fire.
Okay, so if I don't, I'll write it down and I'll look it up while we're doing other stuff.
Well, then, if you don't, then it's 24 points of damage.
Can you give me the breakup?
No. Because I've lost it now. But the acid was 1 point of damage. The fire, I think, was only 2.
Okay.
So
Even if I did it be like
if you
23,
resist
yeah.
the fire, you would resist
Okay,
1
fine.
damage.
Yeah.
That's their go. And then you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
6, 17, 20.
Okay, and a strength saving throw.
23.
And a constitution saving throw.
24.
Yes. In
Like
Harmony,
20
I
sides and a
also I need you to make a constitution saving throw as well.
I thought
Another one?
That was for
Yes, that was for
concentration.
concentration.
That was my
I forgot
concentration
the
to maintain
effect
the
of his
spell.
attacks.
Alright. I'm really nervous.
It's
None
time.
of these have been.
This is your time.
None of
With
these have
the
been
plus
rolling
3
really,
from Thaddeus.
they've just been rolling really shittily though. There it is again. Alright. Plus 4 plus 3. So 14.
14. Okay. You pass. So
Okay.
you're fine.
Phew.
Then it is Thaddeus' turn, and your stun is undone.
Oh yeah, because his turn just ended.
Mhm.
Cool.
It's not.
You're currently weaponless. You can see the guy holding your weapon.
Yeah. You know what would be fun? And probably not gonna work, but it would be fun.
I'm gonna disarm him. So we'll see if that works.
He doesn't know that though.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Thaddeus just holds out his hand and commands me to give.
Okay. Is it a wisdom save?
That's great. That's really great. That's so Thaddeus.
14?
Yeah, my spell save DC is 14.
Okay. And he looks at you, he's like, no!
Bad luck! Bad luck!
Okay.
Okay.
Bad luck!
You've used your reaction to Hellish Rebuke,
I did.
Ah.
unfortunately. That was a good idea.
Can we use a persuasion check maybe? Please?
On the DM to allow it?
I'll roll.
No. Is that your turn?
Let's go to something we can do other than this.
I mean, you could, like, chase up and get up next to him or something.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I can move toward him.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think that's it.
All right. Then it's Hunter's turn. And you can see Vanessa frozen up in the familiar...
Ah, but I can't get to her now.
What do you mean?
I was gonna shoot her with my bow, but now I have these jerks on me.
You still can't shoot
Still
her.
shoot her.
Yeah, but
You
then
could,
I'll
like,
take. I'll
Drop
take.
every single weapon you're holding, and then
But
pull out your bow.
But I would still take. Well, they would have advantage on attack rolls. I don't want them to have that because I'm like almost dead.
Gosh, and I don't want to roll that many d20s.
Yeah, that'd be
Why would
like
they have
12.
advantage because you have a non-melee weapon?
Well, it's my special thing.
Oh.
So
Oh, that's it.
It's his scope.
okay. Well, I wouldn't need it
I can
because
handle her though.
with whole person I have advantage, right?
That's true.
On her, yeah.
But I don't want to do that. I need to deal
That
with
might
these guys.
just be melee attacks.
Whole-
Deal with
whole
these guys,
person?
though. I
Well,
would have
because they
loved
become
to attack
paralyzed.
her.
So I think it's all attacks,
Let
right?
me double check.
I have to
Paralyzed.
attack her though.
Paralyzed. Can't move or speak. Attack rolls against it have advantage. Yep, all attacks.
Oh, but I don't want to die. These guys.
Some things like being prone, it's only melee attacks, so I had to make sure.
It's cool. It's fine.
You're not gonna die.
How much HP do you have left?
14.
If they, you might go unconscious for a bit, but you're not gonna die. Don't worry about it.
I've got lots of potions.
Also, I have lay on hands, which I have not used any of
This
yet.
is true.
Okay. Well, I guess we
You
can
have
do
like
that.
healing word and stuff too, right?
So,
Do I have to-
seeing Vanessa
No, I don't
in the way that she is, I'll just drop my sword and shield on the ground and
Okay.
pull out my bow.
And her rapier of wounding too.
I thought I put that away.
Oh yeah, you did. Because you
In my-
control
in
one
my-
weapon. Yep.
Yeah. So, and then I will take out my bow, set it, and scope, and then I will. Oh, I don't need to scope though. So I'll just start shooting her.
Yeah, they don't get advantage because he's scope, right?
Well, I get advantage just because she's whole person.
Well, he's saying if you don't use your scope, then
Then they
people
don't
around
They
you
won't get
get
advantage.
This is true.
Yeah, that's
or
why
won't
I
get
was like,
advantage.
okay, I'm more okay with this now.
But yeah, you get advantage
So,
on her because
okay,
she's
anyways,
paralyzed.
Advantage with my bow. She's hopefully gonna die. Okay, that's not gonna hit. That will. So that's a 27 to hit.
Totally hits.
Yep. And then
Not a chance.
I'm just gonna do straight damage on this one, I think.
Okay.
We'll see what happens. Is she like pretty
I
bloody?
kind of want to talk to her though.
She looks pretty injured.
Only pretty injured?
Yeah.
So if you
I mean,
kill
go
her,
for it.
we
Do what you
won't
want
be
to
able
do.
to figure out if there's anyone else.
Okay. I'm just seeing how
We
many
can roll
superiority
without
dice I have
thinking
left.
about that. What
Not
happens?
many.
Raven Morris.
Okay, I'm just gonna do straight damage. We got 17 damage on the first one.
How do you want to kill her?
Ooh.
took away my kill.
Your kill?
She killed me. I was gonna kill her back.
Well, I mean, I'm just getting revenge for you, but
He was first.
I did all the damage.
He
He
was
was
the head
first.
of the queue.
It was first in the queue. You're right.
Yeah. So I'm gonna just.
did all the
Yeah.
I
It's
was
really.
dead.
So I'm gonna just aim right for her neck and just with my giant arrow.
And yeah, it catches her right in the back, and as she's falling to the ground with the big arrow piercing out of the back of her neck, you could see like she was like mid transformation into like a guard's form, like the large masculine form of a big city watch guard. And even like the outfit was changing into this like armor with the chain links and the sigil of the town watch. But then as this transformation is taking place, your arrow catches her in the back of the neck and she falls forward to the ground. And then a reverse transformation begins to occur where suddenly that armor that she was wearing begins to like sparkle, and then the sparkles fade into like a leather armor type thing, like this black leather armor. And then all you can see really is the back of her head, and it's this like pure white hair as she falls face forward to the ground.
Did she have white hair when we first met her? It was like blonde, wasn't it? Or brown?
It was blonde.
Okay. Alright, and then do I still get another attack?
Yes, technically.
So I'm gonna shoot the one that's attacking Nazria.
Okay.
Because that's the only other one at range. Because the other ones are all within like.
He did say he was gonna disarm him, didn't he?
He
And
did.
now he's not.
But I
holding
have a
his
bow and he's in
progress.
melee. If I shoot him, I'll have disadvantage.
The one with this.
Yeah. It's true.
His sword is.
I'm not gonna
okay.
do that.
That's true.
Yeah.
And you're full of lies.
Oh my god!
You
Do what you're gonna do, Zach.
There's no winning this.
You
Do
are such
you.
a liar.
Alright. I think I missed anyways. Oh, but I could make this. Does a 16 hit?
Just.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Right on the AC. Okay. I'm just gonna do straight damage to him too. And I got a. Okay, nothing. 9 damage.
9 damage. And as he's about to launch into a flurry of blows against Nazria as well, your arrow catches him in the side, and he like gets blown over sideways and just like
Yes.
crashes against an alley wall.
Okay, cool.
Dead.
I'm gonna make 2 scores for Hunter then. Beating Nazria this one.
Then it would be Vanessa's turn, but she's dead. Nazria.
Okay,
Now
so
with my
Nazria's
phone.
gonna be really upset with Hunter. Because she's like, what the heck? I was doing that. And so she's gonna run over and start swinging at probably not mine because she's mad at me, but probably the one on Harmony.
Okay.
Good idea.
Yeah, so she's gonna attack that one. She's like, I'm not helping you. Alright, so 17 on the dice, so that's gonna hit.
It's a hit.
It's a long game,
And
so-
she, from behind, while he's not expecting
On
it,
the.
head comes off.
Oh, wow. Okay.
He had 1 HP left.
Oh, no
Oh,
way.
I was gonna hit it with my staff, but this is
Go on.
this makes me happy.
And is she in, can she come towards me and hit one of those then?
Mhm.
The one with Thaddeus' sword?
The white
Thank you.
robe.
George says, "You'll never beat me, Hunter." Rawr!
Oh, you only have one though.
Or no, it's the black robed one that got that. It's the sword of
Yeah, the black one.
Yeah.
Black robe.
Black Road Dog, yes.
Oh, she got a 19 again, but that doesn't crit. Okay. And I'm gonna re-roll that one. That's worse. Okay. She got 10 for damage on the black robed one.
The black robe one has your sword. He's still standing.
And she's aiming for the hand.
He's still standing.
Did you? 2 of them go down? The white
So,
robed one that was fighting
white-
Nazria went down.
I shot the white one dead, and then she just swung
The
at the
blue
blue
one?
one.
That
Blue
killed.
ones.
that
And
was
so
an
now there's
enemy.
red and black left on me.
Right. Okay. Okay. Just making sure I was getting it right.
Yep.
Yep. Red and black are left wing. Okay.
Okay.
Then it's Harmony.
I'm gonna turn around.
Mm-hmm.
Do I see the black one holding Thaddeus' sword?
And still ignited or whatever.
Yeah. I'm gonna cock my head at him.
He's not making any use of it though. Like he's basically just holding it, and then like he's punching with the other hand and like kicking with his feet.
I'm gonna cast a suggestion on him,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna say, I suggest you return that sword to its owner.
I think he has advantage while he's fighting you, but let me check.
Why don't you just kill him? Just kill him.
Is there something that would be like directly harmful to him?
No.
No, I would allow
You
it. It
suggest a
depends
course
on-
of activity. And magically influence a creature you can see within range that can hear and understand you. They don't have to be my friend.
If you and any of your companions damage the target, the spell ends. For some reason I thought there was a condition that said if it was fighting you, it had advantage, but maybe that's not in there. Okay.
No. It just ends if someone attacks him after I cast the spell.
The suggestion must be worded in a manner to make the correspondence action sound reasonable.
But I didn't say give it back so that he can attack you with it. I said I suggest you give that back to its owner.
We'll see what he does. He rolls a 1 on the save. So, yeah, on his turn he's going to walk over and give you that weapon back. And in fact, it's his turn now.
That is like, yes.
So
wait. I would give him. Oh wait, but I'm not.
You would, but don't do it because then he won't.
He goes ahead and walks over to you and basically like hands you the sword.
Take it back.
That ends the spell, though, right?
Yep.
And he's like, he looks really perplexed, and then he like launches back into his defense. He's just gonna make 3 attacks against you.
Okay.
Only one of those is going to hit.
Oh wait,
20.
I didn't finish my turn.
Oh, sorry. What else are you doing?
You jumped right into his turn because I cast a suggestion.
It's also his turn right after yours.
Wasn't the time to cast on?
Yes, it was.
So let's finish up your turn.
Yeah. So let's not skip my turn.
Sorry.
It's alright.
That happens a lot, actually.
Because I cast spells that
And I have to take actions
influence other
afterwards, yeah.
people,
Yeah.
and we jump right to that. So
There's always follow on with your turns.
That's good. 61. 61 happens.
None of these spells were cast from your amulet, right?
No.
Just making sure. Okay. As she casts the spell, Shadowless Harmony, you see basically like wisps from the sky begin to like form and coalesce above her head, and then there forms a small blackish cloud that is drifting specifically above her head, and snow begins to fall.
It's a 10-foot radius.
Oh,
Snow?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a 10-foot radius
And it
above
begins
my
to
head.
snow around Harmony. If it's 10-foot radius, it can probably
It probably hits all of
Thaddeus
us.
and Hunter as well.
Yeah, it says it's over my head. It has a 10-foot radius.
What else are you doing on your turn?
I would like to
And
turn
it's
around.
like a bright sunny day.
I'm gonna turn around and walk back to Vanessa
Uh-huh.
and start rifling through stuff.
Okay.
I don't have an action to actually do that yet, but
So that's
my
what you're
next
doing.
turn, that's what I'm doing.
Okay, so now getting back to what was happening before.
Right. One hit, you said?
Yep, there was 1 hit, so he doesn't do any bludgeoning damage, but he will do, this was the black one, so he does 3
Black
acid damage. This black robed one does 3 acid damage. And then there's just the red one left on,
Do I need to make a save?
yes, make a constitution saving throw.
Oh yeah, I passed that one.
Against Hunter, wow. 20, a 21,
I'm probably dead.
and a 21, so 3 hits.
You're not dead if you're unconscious. Trust
Yeah,
me,
I'm
it's
probably
happened to me a
unconscious.
few times.
20. So it's 21 points of bludgeoning damage
Oh
and
man,
3 fire damage.
it's like just enough, but I'm down.
Okay. In which case, so how much did you have?
I had 28, I think.
Well, then it's not quite enough,
Yeah,
What?
that sounds like
28.
Wait, hang on.
because that's a total of 24.
Oh, okay. So I'm at 4.
Yep.
Yes.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. That's not
Do
serious.
potions work on you? I don't remember.
They're half as effective.
Do you have any on you?
No, I would give them to you.
Because they don't work.
What's the save I need to make? I had over 20, so
You've made it. Yep.
Okay.
And then a Strength saving throw.
over 20 again.
Okay. And a Dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity. Oh jeez.
They've never landed enough hits to do this.
18. No, yeah, 18.
Passes.
Actually, 21.
Passes. And all of that is fine.
So you're not down yet? Or hit points
So
left?
close. Never
He is going to. What all is on the ground?
Just my sword and shield. Don't pick him up.
It's just like, well, he wouldn't know. He wouldn't know if it's magic. So he's just going to leave it alone. And he's going to, like, after that, take a quick look around and see that everyone else has, like, gone down. The person who hired him is down. and he just like backs away from you. You can make you've got your bow, so you can't make an opportunity attack.
Yeah.
But he like starts to run off into the crowd, and he's like, "Hey, we're beaten. She's gone. We're not gonna get any money for this anyways. Get out of here!" And the black robed one looks around and sees the same situation, and is going to duck and run as well. You can make an opportunity attack now. You've got your sword.
I feel like this is for taking my sword.
That's a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Can I? Is there an opportunity that I can shoot the one that's running away?
He doesn't. I mean, he gets like 40 feet away. So yes.
10
On
cold
your next
damage.
turn.
10 cool.
Okay. I guess for punching me.
So both of them get about 40 feet away.
Okay. Which one's more wounded?
From what you can tell, the black robed one.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot.
Actually, I'm gonna put a divine smite on that.
Okay.
That's
Do
so they
it. You guys deserve it.
I know.
Jerks.
If I can be patient, so can you.
Let's put an extra 8 damage on that.
Okay.
Radiant damage. Yeah.
And that cleaves into his back as he's running, but he like stumbles. It falters him for a moment, and then he keeps running, and he like does sort of a tumble over a cart that was in the road, and he's on his way. Thaddeus, though, it is your turn.
Oh, okay. How far away is he?
About 40 feet.
Let me see. I'm going to walk a little bit up to him and throw a javelin.
Okay. Make that attack roll then.
It's a 10. It's a 10.
A 10.
Oh, but I can. If it's my turn, I've got 2 attacks.
It is your turn. Yep.
That's better. That's a 19.
Okay. That does hit.
But how many throwing javelins do you have? That's the question.
Just pick them up.
Yeah. Let me go ahead.
Because he's making 2 attacks within 6 seconds, and he's throwing them 40 feet. You can't go and pick it up
Until
that is.
until after it is.
Actually, yes. What is the range for a javelin?
It's 30 feet.
Okay. So when
That's why
you're
he
making
said
it
he's
at,
gonna
oh,
walk
you
up
went a
a
little
little
forward.
bit, yeah.
So that's 9 piercing damage.
Okay. You're not going to believe this. This is something I should have been doing all along with Hunter's attacks. He turns around just in time to catch the javelin out of the way, and then keeps going.
what? Is that like the reaction or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If he can basically roll a d10 plus 3, and if the damage is reduced to 0, he can catch it. And I rolled a 6 plus 3.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what he needed to catch it.
Okay. Well, he has to catch a couple more.
Yep, I should have been doing that with all of your missiles. But it is your
It's
turn.
wait,
it's
but
a
I only
reaction,
used
right?
it. Oh, I used it. I
Yes.
guess I used one against Nasria's, but I never shot the other ones.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's true.
So-
It's fine though. So it is your turn now.
Yeah.
And there's a red robed one fleeing and a black robed one fleeing.
So black one first.
He just caught a javelin. But
Oh
he
yeah,
took a
not
shot.
this one though.
Okay.
Okay, so black one first, and I'm gonna go use my scope. And I got a 23 to hit.
Okay, hits.
And I'm gonna shoot him. I'm just gonna do 11 damage.
You can't catch it because he's used his reaction.
Still alive.
Mhm.
Shoot him again.
Which one are you attacking? The
Black one. 25 to hit, and I will make this a trip attack. I was gonna have him disarm and drop the javelin, but don't worry. So it's a DC 15 strength.
He with a rolled a 14 plus 0 to strength. So he fails.
Okay, so he's on the ground, prone, and I dealt 19 damage to him.
And he's dead.
Oh.
Okay, good. So there's one down.
You tripped him for real.
You trip him, and then like as he's tripping and falling forward, his like head crashes against that cart. He was just.
I was
flipping
hoping it
over.
like land in the javelin.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Okay, that's what happens. As he's tripping, he like forgets he's holding the javelin, and then it like catches on a like a flagstone on the ground and straight up through his head.
Nice.
And he's just like impaled there and slowly falls to the
So-
side.
Okay,
So he
so
like slides down
if
it.
that other one dashes again, can I still shoot at him?
Yeah.
Or well, shoot, I don't have any. I don't know if it's worth
You
it.
have
He didn't
party
take any
members
damage.
that can do something about this too. Don't forget that you're not fighting by
Okay.
yourself.
Well, I guess my turn's done on that one then.
Okay. In which case it is then Nasria's turn.
Can she catch up to him?
What's her speed?
35?
No. Yeah, I think maybe it is 35 or 40.
It says up there at the top next to her.
35 then. But is that with the speedy?
She could use her action to ask Orc Splitter to cast haste on her.
Okay, she
But
does
that's
that.
her action then.
That's
She
her-
won't be able to attack.
What does haste
No,
do?
when she's hasted, she can. Yeah.
Doubles
she'll
her
have a
speed
second
and then
attack,
gives
you're
her an extra attack that she can use.
Okay, she does that.
Okay, so she.
Oh, does it grants it? Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's gonna do it. For the most
Alright,
part.
so
Some of the
she's
attempts
gonna.
are the same. You see, like, suddenly Nasria gets, like, a little more jittery all of a sudden, and then
Nazia on
crowd
coffee.
70 feet down
Oh
the
my
road.
gosh.
Oh
Okay, so
God.
She
she
can
catches
make
up to
one
him.
attack
One attack.
with her haste
And
action.
she gets a over 20 to hit, about 22.
It's
And then. Can she do her reroll thing on this one?
yeah, it's on her turn.
Okay. No, not better. So that is 11 damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Then it's Harmony's turn.
The problem with having such a long initiative is I form plans, and then by the time it's to my turn, I can't do it. It's awful.
Well, I mean, you went up
I'm
to
gonna do it
Vanessa
anyway.
to loot her, so.
Yeah,
that's what you
but
wanna do.
like, I mean, Nazria caught up to this guy, so I won't worry about it. I will loot the body.
There's other people that can do stuff, and you're not going to do anything.
Because
go
okay,
ahead.
Give me this lip.
I was going to put him to sleep, but Nazria is now right there too, and she would also fall asleep.
There's
feel
also
like-
lots
okay,
of
yeah,
comments
She
about
has
Yeah.
80 HP.
True.
Your sleep
If anything,
can't do
your
that
sleep
much.
is going to drop these columns that are.
Exactly,
Okay.
and yeah,
And
so,
they're all like trying to get out of the way, but
but
it's
she was
impossible
able to
get
catch up to him. If nobody could catch up to him, that's what I was going to do. But she caught up to him, so I don't need to do that anymore. So I'm going to loot the body.
Okay. She's got her armor on her. She has. Let's see, 10 silver pieces.
Taking
And.
those.
10 silver pieces and 45 gold pieces in a pouch. And what was your investigation check again?
I didn't roll one.
Oh, roll one then.
You just started telling me what
Well,
I
this is-
found,
I mean-
so I wasn't gonna say.
No, this is the obvious stuff. There's one other thing that I'm not
How
sure.
much
if you'll-
gold did you say it was?
45.
Nice. This is going into my personal funds.
There's one other thing you might not find, and that's what the investigation check is for.
alright.
Roll a 1.
I think that's 14.
14?
Hold on. Yep, 14.
Okay. And then you also find a small potion, like, tucked into a small pocket in, like, the inside of her leather armor.
Does it look like a healing potion or something different?
No, it's in an intricate little bottle, and it has like the designs of like a stylized ordinate, like beautifully crafted silver heart. Like there's all this like silver lining around it that forms like a heart basically, and it's this red potion.
Okay. I'll be able to identify that later because I have my potion identifying book.
And then she's obviously got her armor, and then Hunter's got her sword. So that's about it.
What kind of armor is it? Is it just like...
Leather. It's black leather armor. Some.
I was mostly wondering if she had any kind of like letters or anything in her pockets that might, or any documentation that might like explain what she was doing and
Like
Okay.
a journal or something?
Yeah, a diary or
There's no journal per se. You do find the 14. Yeah, I'll say.
I mean she did.
You find basically tucked into a pocket of the pouch. There's a couple like crumpled up papers, and as you pull them out and sort of look at them, they're very clearly like they're like paperwork for withdrawing money from some sort of account.
Okay.
That's what you get.
Are we out of initiative yet? Is that last dude?
He's still going.
Okay.
This is
And,
just my turn.
Yeah, he's gonna book it 80 feet and then take a path down a side alley.
So he's moving. So Nazir gets an OA, right?
Yep.
Okay. So she got an 18. That's gonna hit.
Mm-hmm.
And she gets a 14 damage. Oh, he turned an alley though?
Yep.
She might have just died.
No,
Nope,
he didn't.
he's fine.
He didn't take any damage.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
When Nazria caught up to him, that was the first damage he took.
Yeah, he never took anything. So he's
It's
out
okay,
of sight.
the
then.
Nazria can keep up with him.
Yeah, he ducked down a side alley.
We'll just have to figure out where she went later. And you got like Misty Step too, right? So you
Would,
Yeah, but I don't care.
yeah. Would Nazria want to follow this move?
I mean, she's raging.
She's pretty upset.
She wants to kill more things than you.
And she saw you get stabbed. She's
Yeah.
pretty upset at these people, I think. How long does haste last?
Like a minute.
A minute, yeah.
Oh, so she's just gonna chase this guy down.
Yeah.
Okay. She runs around the corner of an alley. Have her roll a perception check.
19 plus 3, so
Can
22.
Just see his the coats of his
It's going down.
red thing disappearing down another side alley, and she manages to catch up to him again. And he's like, "No, no, leave me alone! I'm done fighting. I'm not getting any money for this anyways." And yeah, she's right up next to him, so she can make an attack.
Yeah, she will. She's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
So-
George says, "Follow him, follow."
Okay. So 17 plus something to hit.
Mm-hmm.
That's 13 damage on the first one. And I don't know if this one's going to hit. 17? Does that hit?
Yeah.
Okay. And no, that's to hit.
She would have to use. Yeah, she can use. Okay, yeah, that's fine. She can do that. She can do her 2 attacks because she can
sorry.
use her.
Did
She can use
not?
her haste action to dash as well. So she can use that to dash, and then she can get her 2 attacks. So yeah, that's fine.
Haste
were the
action
damages?
to dash.
Does she? But,
Yeah, because she got a move, and she's got 2 actions. One action
so
is
her
a dash,
movement isn't
and the second
automatically
action
doubled.
is her attack, and she gets 2 attacks.
Oh, okay. Okay. So we're good on that then.
It's not
Mhm.
doubled
It was all good.
when she's hasted.
It is.
automatically.
Her next
It is?
attack.
It is.
So she'd
Oh, in
have
which case,
she'd have 70 feet
Even
normally.
then, she'd
Yeah.
have to go 10 more.
but
Is he faster than her?
he can move 80 at a dash.
So,
And she's moving. Oh, I see.
yeah.
So she
So
does
she'd
still
have
have to
to
use
use her
both.
action.
But she does get the 2 attacks.
Okay, cool. So her second attack is 10 damage.
What did the first attack do?
13.
He's starting to look really, really bad.
Oh, he's gonna look worse.
Do the rest of you want to stay in initiative? Because you're pretty much out of this.
No, I'm just gonna walk over and try and, like Thaddeus just looks at Hunter and just, like, experimentally puts a hand on him. Not sure what.
Hunter like
How
shakes his
this
hand
works?
out of he like shakes his hand out of
I
like
mean, he's, like, putting it, like, on his arm.
oh okay. Like, okay.
And I'm gonna. Hunter's got pretty bad, right?
Oh yeah, he's like 4
That's the worst
HP.
I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Hunter.
He's never been this low before. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
He's
never
panicking
in
at
the
4.
fight.
I've spent the whole time at 12.
Well, 4 is less than 12.
I know, but like
Anyways,
not by much.
And I'll put my full 40.
Okay.
Lay on
So
hand.
you heal 20.
heal 20. Okay.
Mhm.
Does he notice that it doesn't take full effect?
Yeah, I mean, you would see that, like, at first you're unsure whether it's even going to work on him because it's got this metallic
Right.
construction of the Warforged, but you do see, like, organic bits of, like, wood and like, he does have some sort of, like, a lifeblood to him, even though it's not the same color as human blood or anything like that. But all of that seems to knit back together like normal, just slightly less effective.
Like, oh, thank you.
Yeah, that is just interesting. I wasn't sure if it's not who would care.
Okay. So after that, Hunter wants to walk over to Vanessa's body as well.
Okay.
Do you want to do this, or do you want to go back to Nazria?
Let's just resolve Nazria
Okay.
and the other guy real quick.
All right. He's not gonna win.
Yeah, is he gonna, like, drop
Nazria's
his
80
back?
HP. So
He's going to dash another 80 feet and go
So-
down a couple more alleys to make an attack of opportunity.
Okay. So that's a hit, and that is almost max damage. That's 18 damage.
Okay.
Does she have a great weapon monster feat?
That's a warrior thing, I think.
It's a warrior thing.
At least warriors get that. I don't know if barbarians
It
get
was
that too.
18 damage?
18 damage.
Okay, yeah, he's dead as he tries to run. He's just like, no, let me go! And then
Yeah.
he's dead. Blood
Splits him
everywhere.
like north. Okay. So
Bad way to
she,
go.
Nice.
so she's gonna like grab the body and just like drag him back to us.
Okay.
So much for the dragon tooths.
So I want to go to Vanessa's body,
Ah.
and I also want to like I'm gonna like ask her, maybe did you find anything? Like, do you know why she attacked us, or why she followed us, or
Do
anything?
you know who she was?
We've been acquainted to her before.
Sorry, you're talking to me?
Yes.
Sorry, what?
I asked, did you find anything? Do you know why she's here?
It's Vanessa.
I can see that. But like, why? Was she taking orders from somebody? Or
No,
did you
she
find
wanted
anything?
to get revenge for
So is this
the
strictly revenge?
Cranstons. Yeah.
Okay.
She was in love with Thomas.
Well, because I
apparently.
didn't hear what she whispered.
I know.
So okay.
I know. I'm not going to tell you.
You don't have to, but
No,
I was
she
just
wanted-
like really confused.
She wanted to take revenge for the Cranstons, Lord
Okay.
Cranston in particular.
Okay, and you're just that's just all speculation, or did you actually find like anything when you were searching?
Well, she told me as much.
I don't know if you guys had a deep conversation during that.
It wasn't much of a deep conversation
Okay.
as like a threatening whisper in my ear before
I
I
see.
passed out.
Okay, all right. Well, what did you
Excuse me,
find?
which that hurts. Just these account papers. Something about her. I'll just hand it to you.
Okay, and
Papers.
I'm gonna like look. I'll look at that later, and then I want to inspect her armor as well, because I think when you were explaining it, I was a little intrigued with if the armor was doing that, or if it was just her doing something.
While he does that, I'm just gonna sit down and just.
So I'm gonna like. Is there any way I can tell if it's magical or not?
You could roll an Arcana check to see if you've heard of a magic item that might transform someone's appearance.
Okay, I rolled a 19 plus 2, so that's 21.
You know there are magical items that can do that. You know there's spells that can alter someone's appearance. You've seen Harmony
Okay.
do that. You know that there are a few potions and things that can change physical appearance.
Okay.
And you know that there's probably a way to get that enchantment into armor. You don't know necessarily if this armor is enchanted that way, but you know it's possible.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask Harmony, can I borrow your detect magic thing? And then I'll use it. And
Also, as you've rolled her over, the visage that you see is sort of like this pinkish, purplish skin with completely white eyes and this white hair that goes down the side of her. And it's like down back in a ponytail. And it's very much not the blonde-haired elvish woman that you remembered her taking.
What race is she?
That also, you could roll. She's not a tiefling. She doesn't have the horns and tail that are a hallmark of a tiefling.
The pink skin and the white.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll, I'd say, a history. Yeah, we'll say history check. Any who want to try and figure out what she might be.
I rolled
It's my
a
history.
17.
It should only be 2.
It's a history check.
I don't know why I had plus 4 written down for history for some reason.
11. That's weird.
19.
Okay, so Harmony,
So,
you've heard about. There's another. Besides tieflings, there are a couple of other races that sort of take up nomadic lifestyles and things like that. You've heard tell of a race that isn't originally from this plane, and they came from some other plane, not the Hells like the tieflings did. But there's a race that sort of has come into this plane and other planes and sort of disperses amongst different races. They don't really have a homeland of their own. They're called changelings, and they sort of they tend to like sort of pick a race and assimilate themselves amongst that race, and sort of like they're very known for deception and trickery and disguises and things like that. And you know that they can innately change their appearance at will.
So they can innately change their appearance. Well, apparently. That's all I know.
I mean, if this is what you think it is.
okay, so I'm like, Hunter's like kind of like cupping your head and like looking at it, and as you like pulls his arrow out and like he like grabs his arrows and pulls as many as he can salvage.
Okay.
And then
At this point, Nazria comes back around the corner, dragging the red-robed
yes,
martial artist. Just like drops him.
yeah,
But I got him.
good job.
Does
Hunter.
he have anything good on him?
That's 2
Have
for
you
you and
checked it
2 for
out?
me.
Just dragged him right back here.
I've seen cats do that.
What's that supposed to mean? She looks like she's a little bit like slightly exhausted and
Yeah.
tired from the haste affected from her rage.
Never a dwarf.
Did the magic detection show anything? Did it reveal anything that I suspected?
Yeah, from your. Well, did you throw the rapier in the?
Well, yeah, I can pull it out and look at it too.
There's a magic of. So it would be, I guess evocation is the one that's usually damaging. So it's probably evocation magic. That
I'll put a
negates that.
question mark on it.
And from the armor, there is a.
So I'll take the armor if there's one too.
Yeah, there is a. There's like an illusion magic that radiates from that.
Okay, so I'll grab that.
So you're just stripping her naked in the middle of the street?
Well, I'll take her armor. I don't know if she's wearing anything underneath.
Yeah.
She's not.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
Whatever. The people don't care that we were fighting for like.
And like
a few
now that
minutes.
the Dragon Tooth Brotherhood people have vanished, there are more people like starting to like.
Wait, vanished? You mean like
I mean, they're all
They-
gone. They're
they
not
killed.
making a scene
dead?
anymore. So
Okay,
like,
yeah.
there are people who are starting to like come out and make a scene, and like you can hear murmurs and people saying, "Should we call the guards? What do we do about
Oh my
this?"
god, these people. Okay.
Um,
So you said leather armor illusion?
I'll talk to some of them if I hear someone say, "Should we call the guards?" And I'll say, "No, everything's fine here. Keep
Was
it
it-
moving."
Is every? Did you? I mean, it looks like you've killed them all, but if you were on their bad side, maybe we should still call the guards about you guys. And some of the like one of the commoners begins to like back away.
Wait. And I'm just gonna smile. Say, "No need. They were being hired by one of our enemies, but we've taken care of it. We're leaving town anyway. Don't worry about it."
Okay, roll your persuasion check.
I recover my javelin.
Yeah.
How many arrows do I get back?
You only shot the two.
Yeah, well,
Tides
I
of chaos.
4.
You get 2 more.
Yeah.
roll a one.
I rolled a 1, so I did Tides of Chaos, and that would be math. 23.
Okay. And then he sort of like looks at his friend who's right next to him. He's like, "Well, at the very least, we should get out of here." And like, basically, the crowd starts to disperse a bit.
Okay.
Bye.
I'm gonna start checking the. While I'm grabbing my arrows from them as well, I'm gonna start checking the bodies of the martial artists.
Okay. And then you find a total of 8 gold pieces and 2 silver pieces. No, well, actually, hold on. What would she have paid? Give me a second.
Didn't you say that we
They
won't get
hadn't
paid from
gotten
this?
paid yet.
That's true. They haven't gotten paid yet. So yeah, we'll say you find between all of them 32 gold pieces
Okay.
and like 4, it's like 8 silver pieces.
I'll put that in the party funds.
You don't know.
I'm just,
You
just
know,
saying-
you're busy
you don't know
shooting
either. You
arrows
don't know
and
either.
things.
So,
You can start
just
to
saying.
hear at this point, since you've taken some time to strip a woman naked in the street. And,
Okay, whatever. Is she actually naked under the leather? armor?
yeah, totally.
Okay, whatever. I mean, she's a changeling, so I don't know, or whatever she is. I don't know what she is.
He's just a big pervert.
Yeah.
That's all.
I
I walk
you've
off.
taken some time to like locate all of these things on the martial artist bodies. So at this point, you start to hear voices coming from down the street behind you. What's that commotion? Guards coming through, and then you can start to see
I run into the crowd.
Okay.
And I press digitation on my clothes so there's no more blood on them.
I am going to go look for a turret captain. That's why we're here.
Okay, so you're like disappearing into the crowd the
Yep.
other direction.
I'm
as
going to
guards
the
are
crowd.
coming that way. Okay.
I don't know if I'm even trying to disappear into the crowd. I'm
But
just
you're like leaving the bodies there and going.
I like grab
Yeah.
Nazria.
but weren't we at like the docks?
We
I
were
mean,
on
you were
our way
basically
to the
approaching
dock,
the
yeah.
docks. You
Okay.
can see them. You were coming over the rise, and then this happened.
Yeah, I guess I'll just follow suit and just be like, all right, I guess we're
Well, everyone
No.
pisses out.
No, actually, in that case, yeah, I would stay behind. And,
Okay.
like, talk to the guards.
All right. Did I find anything else off the martial artists' bodies?
I mean, they've got their knuckles that they were each.
I still have magic detection going.
Harmony and
Um,
Nazria know that they have already one strike with the guards, so I grab Nazria,
Yeah.
Nazria and I jump into the crowd.
There's like from each of their knuckles, there's a faint
So I'll grab
faint
those.
evocation magic.
Okay. So do you want me to write one for each one or 4?
Well, I mean, you'd get 2 from each, so
Or so 2 for each one?
4
or
sets.
8?
just write 4 sets of dragon bone knuckles.
Cool. Anything else? Any
that's-
like notes or
That's about it.
potions or anything? No? Okay, got it.
Okay. So pretty much everyone but Thaddeus then disappears off.
Well, I'm still
towards-
around. I'm like checking bodies and then
Okay.
I'm walking
He's
back.
looting.
And then by the time I get back, like Nazria and Harmony are gone.
We're
Where'd they
just
go?
like walking around in the crowd.
And I was collecting my arrows and things, so you know.
Basically, a lead guard, a big male with like a robust mustache, and a couple of other guards behind him approach, and they're in like their chainmail vests and things like that. And they approach the scene, and they sort of see you sort of standing there in front of it, waiting for them. You're like, hey you, what's going on? What happened here?
Are you the one in charge? Which one of you is in charge?
Yeah, I'm in charge of this patrol. What's happened here?
You're derelict in your duty, sir.
I don't know what you're talking about, but you better stand down and tell me what happened. I asked you a question.
Ruffians on the street attacked a noble of this country, and I saw no guards instead of intervene whatsoever.
We were on our way here, weren't we? He's taking sass with you. He's like disregarding your comment about the noble.
Yeah, I'm going to try and intimidate them. I'm going to say like, we are on our way right now to Ferel, and we will make a report on this.
Farendale.
Right, sure, whatever. Ferendale.
Uh-huh.
I will make a report on this. What is your name?
It's Mitch.
Can I roll intimidate?
Yeah, go ahead and roll your intimidate check. I guess depending on the results, he might not respond like that.
Oh, it's like a... It's a 10.
It's Mitch, and I haven't even seen any proof that you have the authority to make such reports, so I'm going to need you to either explain what happened or come with me this instant. And you can see like the rest of the guards are sort of shouldering up next to him and like sneering at you a little bit.
Yeah. Well, as I said, that one over there points at like the dude lady on the ground with the big skin and white hair.
Robot man standing over her, pulling off.
I'm still a construct to them, so I'm not. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna collect my sword and shield and stuff and like put them away.
Some sort of shape-shifting thief, assassin. Let's say on assassin. Shape-shifting assassin. Stabbed one of my companions in the back. Then called down the rest of these
Dragon toots.
color. I don't know the name.
Oh, you don't? Oh,
No,
okay.
only.
Only the
Me
two
and
runaways.
Colorfully
You know?
dressed
God
gang
dang it.
members.
And he sort of like
Aid.
peers around. He sees him.
As you can see, we managed to dispatch a lot of them.
Go ahead and roll just a charisma check at advantage.
Okay.
Because you are showing them the bodies of gang members who killed them.
Poof. That's just a charisma check? Yeah, that's
Because you're not really trying to persuade
Yeah,
him or
11.
deceive him of anything.
rolled bad with today. Everyone's rolling bad with today.
Yep.
But the-
I rolled okay.
Alright,
All
so
of my
says
checks
you.
are rolled over 16.
That's your side of the story. Who can I talk to get the other side of the story?
They're all dead.
Well, that doesn't help your case much, does it? Alright, come over here. Let me see, what's your name? And he, like, pulls out it's a similar clipboard to
Yeah.
the one that you, like, had your name registered on before. What's your name?
Sir Thaddeus Hammerlock.
He starts flipping through it. So, Thaddeus Hammerlock, okay, and you came in with a group of 3 others. Some sort of devil, a automaton, and I see your automaton and a dwarf. Where are the devil girl and the dwarf?
I expected packing their things now. We were, like as I said, we're making ready to travel to Ferendale.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm proud of you too.
All right. Well, I'm going to need you to, and he like flips to another page. Fill out this incident report, and it's like this horribly convoluted paper, and he like hands you like a quill.
Second time you've had to do this.
Fill out this incident report. Put some contact information. Where we can find you, where you're
Phone
staying.
number, social security.
And Thaddeus rolled his eyes and said, maybe you weren't listening. You can find... My family is in the barony of Hammerlock.
Okay. I suppose since you're trying to emphasize this more now, because he's been sort of like skipping over this entire time. Make another
7
persuasion check. Just regular.
This is better.
That's better.
That's a 19.
And it seems to like jog something in his memory for a moment. Like he's like you see like a moment of realization in his mind. He said, Hammerlock. Why have I heard that name recently?
Uh-oh.
Are you in any way related to the Baron Hammerlock, who is?
I'm his son, you dolt!
All right. Well, in which case, your father's been looking for you. We've been told if we find you, we're supposed to inform you that your father has received a big promotion and you're expected in the capital city in a month. But that doesn't put you above the law, so I'm still going to need you to fill out this form, nobility or not.
He snatches away the form and the quill.
Okay.
Sits down on the ground, starts filling it out. Hunter, go find the others.
And I'll just walk away.
Okay. And yeah, it takes you like a good 10-15 minutes to fill out this laborious
In that
form,
time,
but...
are you guys actually hiding? Are you trying to hide?
I mean, we're.
Do I have to like?
mingling?
So are you stealth,
No,
or are
we're
you?
just
So I can find you.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I
you
find
can find
you, and I'm like, Thaddeus wants us to come back. The guards are here, obviously.
Well, I don't want the guards to know that we're involved.
They already know.
I mean, they know that you two were involved, and they know that we're with you, but
no.
they don't know that we.
He made it pretty. Thaddeus made it pretty clear that we were all involved.
I'm not there. Don't
That
leave me.
look right there.
Yeah.
I'm not there.
I know you're
Yeah.
not there. I'm
So-
looking at you through the people.
For the people. For the fans. Do it
You
for
can
the
just
fans.
feel this glare, and you don't know where it's coming from.
His ears are burning for some reason. Like Anyways, so
Look, no, we already have a strike on us. Like, we don't need to get into details, but like, if the guards know it was us, we're in trouble. So we'll just be here, and when he's done with the guards, you can come and find us here.
okay, I'll come back if they're persistent, and then I'll let you
You
figure
don't
it
need
out.
to see us.
Okay. I'll walk back. Don't shoot the messenger. I'll just like walk back to Thaddeus. And then when I get back to Thaddeus, I'm like, you want me to look again? Like, do we need him here?
This is no, I have this well in hand.
Okay.
Your hand is starting to hurt from all the writing.
You want me to take the second half of it?
I'm gonna
No,
take
I
notes
want
again
you-
and start looking for a
I want you to
boat
find
captain.
the boat.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
I'll take care of that.
I mean, at this point, you're only like 5 minutes behind.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
So I'll find the charter guy.
Hey, I just said we were gonna do that.
Oh, okay,
We're gonna do
Miss Mingle and run away. Yeah, okay, now you're gonna be helpful all of a sudden.
I mean, Hunter catches up with
Excuse
you
me?
as you and Nosri are deciding to go and look for a boat. Hunter sort of catches up with you.
Okay.
Thaddeus, it only takes you a few more minutes to finish filling out the last of the paperwork, and you like hand it back to him. I'm not sure. Like, would you like shove it at him or?
Yeah, just like thrust at him. There you go. There, you'll find that it's all in order.
Nobility needs to know too. They're not above the law. But thank you. I will. I'll take this back and file it, and just no more trouble in the city. Okay.
We're leaving.
Good.
Good.
Head towards the capital. That's what your father
Great.
wanted, anyways, I suppose. And then eventually Thaddeus would catch up with the three of you as you're basically like standing in the harbor, and you can see these massive metallic boats. Let me change some of these options.
They're very ominous boats.
Yeah. Some very ominous paperwork that is filling out.
This is so sad.
I don't know. I was kind of
It's working so
interpreting it
Uh-huh.
as the wereborn side getting ragier and ragier as you're filling out this paperwork.
The bristle on your back.
Your tusks are growing slowly.
There's a series of large metallic boats, and basically for the first bit you're looking at the harbor. All you can see is these large metallic boats laden with these metallic crates as well. There's about 3 or 4 of these, all docked in this large harbor. And then as you sort of walk down the pier, you get to the very end, and you think you've seen all of these like 3 or 4 big boats. And then just to the side of that, there's a wooden boat of what would be reasonable size normally, but if it weren't standing next to these behemoths of constructs, and those are the 4 boats that are in the harbor, essentially.
Hey, Thaddeus.
And yeah, Thaddeus comes strolling up, looking surly.
Sorry about throwing you to the wolves like that. It's just that if the guards saw me and us, it would have been a lot worse.
I have one favor to ask. Don't tell me the details.
Wasn't gonna. I had an idea.
All right,
You come from a wealthy family, right?
I do.
Probably charge it to your parents. The charter.
They're expecting you anyways.
They are.
Are they? Oh, perfect.
It turns out, yes, it's maybe less trouble.
Wait, do we get to meet your parents?
You really don't want to.
Well, if they're anything like you.
And they're not. Well, my father's not.
How great would that be, though?
We can see. We can try.
He's expecting you, right? Put it on his tab.
It seems fair.
Yeah.
All right, I'll give a shot at it.
Okay. There's two of the boats, the big ones, don't seem to have too much activity on them. There's a couple guards posted at like the planks going up to them, but there's not too much activity. One of them is being unloaded, the third big boat, and then the little boat, there's like a group of men who seem to be like sitting on it, wasting time for the most part. They're just like, a couple of them are like sitting around. One of them looks like he's like chewing tobacco or something, and then like another one is like sitting and smoking a pipe and like puffing rings. And then
Can I prestidigitation sparks inside the rings as we get close?
yeah, I mean if that's the boat you're heading
Is that
towards.
the boat we're heading towards?
Yeah, I mean, like, you guys are the ones who like found the boat.
Yeah.
Thaddeus is just
Yeah.
now catching up. So if you say this is the boat that we're doing, then you're like,
This one looks nice. I'll walk up. Start making sparks appear inside the rings to scare
Okay.
him.
All right. Then as you begin to approach that boat and get up towards the gangplank, you hear there's like a there's a woman standing to the side of the gangplank. She's like sitting on a crate and sort of like minding her own business, like shuffling through a deck of cards just idly. And as you approach, she says, "Hold there. What's your business?"
which one of you is the boat captain?
The captain's up on board. Should I fetch him?
Please.
All right, I'll be right back. Stay where you are. No hands on the boat until everything's cleared.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and touch the boat.
Would.
Her back is already turned.
With
But-
the Mage Hand just
Yeah, the rest of you see this. Flippant act of
touch
defiance.
the butt.
Oh, but
I touch the
Um,
butt. It's a finding me boat.
And a moment later, she comes back with a halfling man. And he's got
Is he taller than me?
Oh god.
a tall halfling.
Actually, are
I can look it up.
Are they considered small?
they are small.
Then I'm still taller than
Yeah, so you're a bit taller than this guy. He comes back and he like stands with his hands on his hips, and he's got, you can see various sailor tools at his belt. He's got like a telescope and a compass,
And a sextant. And things like that. Yeah.
section and things like that. Various charts on the other side. And he stands with his hands on his hips, and he looks at you and he says, "All right, who'd be looking to speak with the captain?"
How soon are you leaving for Verondale?
Well,
You're taller.
we're getting out of this port as soon as possible, but there's a storm warning in effect.
Were you worried about that?
I don't
No,
know how
I
much you know about these waters, but frequently there's well, the locals call it it's more of a superstition, really. There's a superstition they have about a storm deity who's fickle as can be, and he dictates the weather of these waters, and he frequently doesn't allow travel across. But I don't believe any of that.
Good.
Good, neither do we.
You seem like a sensible man then.
Hmm.
Just the sort I'd be looking forward to lead a voyage
Well,
across.
it takes sense to captain a boat, doesn't it?
Yes. We would like to leave as soon as possible.
So you're looking to charter a way across, then. That usually costs a little bit. But, if you're good to pay, then I'm good to take you. We only have a little bit of cargo.
I'm traveling on official business of Clan Hammerlock.
Hang on, let me roll a history check and see if he knows. Oh, it's a good check. What is it? Sailor's proficiency to history.
He gets an advantage, I think.
Oh, you think so?
He's well traveled.
This guy is very well traveled.
He's well traveled all across the lake that he sails on.
This lake is big enough to
Plus
be
10
sea.
even. Yeah.
Is there no stat for a sailor?
No, not for them.
I think there would be.
They're proficient in history. That's it.
Oh, you know what? There was a swashbuckler in
Oh, sure.
Volos. I'm gonna go for that.
That's fabulous. solos.
History is intelligence. Sweet. He says, Hammerlock, I've heard of you. I confess I haven't spent too much time in the capital, but my life's been more on the sea. You know, I used to run more international voyages, but now I only sail across this here lake.
What's your name?
You never asked, did you? I'm Captain Proudbow.
And that is reached
The
out.
SS Proudbow. And you look, and that's like painted across the ship.
That is reached out his hand to shake. Says, "Sir, that is Hammerlock of the clan Hammerlock."
And he shakes it mightily. Yes, I think I've heard your name. Yes, good family from what I know. Which isn't much, but I've heard enough.
As I was saying, I'm traveling to Ferndale on official basis.
That was the right one.
My father was expecting me. He can pay you on our arrival.
Right, well, if you're good to pay, I'll just take half of it up front if you don't mind. Standard
Okay.
procedure.
All right.
Now, well, usually I charge closer to 30, but this is a dangerous trip anyways with the storm, so we'll cut it down to 25 gold apiece.
How many miles is this? Can I like look out and see how many miles it is?
It's quite a long lake because it's about as
25 pieces half.
far across as you traveled across
Alright.
these, like the Great
He's
Plains.
saying 20 here, 25.
Is it over
What is that?
3,000 miles?
What we pay now, or is that
I think,
total?
I think that's okay.
Wait, is he saying 30 for each? So is it over
25
3,000
for
miles? That's really far.
Where are you
This
getting
is
these
1
miles?
silver piece per mile
Oh,
for ship's
are there
passage.
actually prices?
Yeah,
for it?
ship's
Okay.
passage. 1 silver piece per mile.
Made that up. I made this price. On
That's fine. I would give it to the moment.
Okay, let's do
If
it.
there's a price for passage, it's 1 silver piece on there. I'm going to say it's 1.
We are in West Shore.
Yeah, everything's more expensive than West Shore.
I say it's 5 silver pieces per mile. I hadn't worked out exactly how far across.
How
it
long
is.
does it take to go?
But it's like
What's the voyage time, I guess?
like a 5-day trip.
5 days. Okay, I can
5
do this.
days
Hold
on
on.
sea, huh?
Yeah, it's
And this is
4
a
days.
what
We'll
kind of
go
ship
to
is
4
this? Is it a galley or something? Or a long ship?
yeah, we'll say long ship.
Okay, I'll take care of this.
Okay.
Quickly, please.
We'll haggle the prices in a moment, but yes, we'll charge half up front, and the rest ought to be fine. If you're good to pay it when you get to the capital, that's fine.
We can pay.
You said 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Can I haggle with them a bit?
What do you
Try
want
to
to
get
say?
it cheaper than it really is. So, I think that because the Hammerlocks are such a well-known and wealthy family,
Well, I said I've heard of it.
what about a quarter now, and then triple that when we get to the capital?
What is the difference?
You're saying triple the total or triple the?
Triple the total. Sure.
That's an appealing deal. Roll a persuasion check.
I can't do dice chaos on this one. Hey, not bad. 19.
19. Triple the total upon arrival. I suppose that accounts for the dangers of the sea. Yes, I like this deal. I will take you up on this deal. So triple the total when we reach Ferndale, but for now, quarter the price.
Is that acceptable to you, my lord?
Very well. Just, who has the funds? Get the funds.
I have them.
Hunter has them.
So it's 480 silver if we're doing 5 per.
Okay, so
Uh,
that's 48 gold.
30 per person.
That's
That's more expensive.
per person. It's 48 gold per person.
Yeah, if we're doing
Right.
5 silver.
And
per
that's
mile.
the
Then
whole
let's just
package.
go with my price that I had.
And
Well-
originally it was 50, so all this time was wasted.
I'm just wondering.
That would have been 50 gold for the whole trip, and then
Yeah.
25 would have been half.
Right.
So then half.
Well,
of that.
no. It was 25 total, so it was going to be halved down to 12
Oh,
up front.
Oh, okay.
I see. I see.
So 25 times 4, or no, plus 4, times 4 for all of you,
Is it
times 3 for the total. 300 divided by 4. So that'll be 75 up front, and the rest when you reach port.
All right.
Okay,
That's fair.
so then I'll.
Save us some money.
not question if Harmony just got 75 gold, but I'll just shell out 75 gold.
All right.
I didn't though. I only got 45,
And then
and you don't know that.
he calls up to the ship. All right, lads and lasses, we have a charter. We're traveling across the sea. Get ye ready. Pull the mainsail. Pull the anchor. You to port. You to bow.
Sailor phrases. Stock sailor
Stern.
phrases.
Starboard. And he just starts issuing
Crow's nest.
nonsense orders, just pointing at things.
That matches.
And within
Is Harmony Shadow back?
Nope.
Hunter's like perplexed.
And is it still snowing over me?
how long does that last?
An
Oh
hour.
shoot, I forgot.
Yeah.
Definitely still snowing.
And it just kind of follows me wherever I go.
And we'll say, like, I mean, there was a bit of time where, like, Captain Strong.
Maybe that's how it was so easy to find you. And you was
Yeah,
in the
Yeah,
crowd. I was like,
yeah.
Captain
Like a
Crowdbound
skill
does take
slot.
notice of this for a
Really
little
fun.
bit, but then he's like, I've seen weirder.
Strange weather. I don't know
The
what's
sea is a fickle and mysterious place. And he gets his crew in order and gets you all situated. Are we waiting for anything, or can we set sail?
There's 4 of us, and we're all here, so I'm ready.
All right,
Let's get out of here.
men and women, we're off! And the ship takes off. They unfurl the sails, and the wind begins to push it eastward across the sea. And you can see basically in the distance, just as you're beginning to set out across the ocean around midday or so, the storm's forming on the horizon miles out. And that is where we'll pick up next week.
Alright.
Okay.
So, that was a fun session, guys.
That's good.
I can't believe I couldn't knock Hunter down. I was trying so hard.
I know you were. Jerk.
I can't believe how whiny he got, and then he said I wasn't being useful. When you were like, I'm gonna die, I can't do that because I'm gonna die.
Well, he's never been anywhere near it. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
that's the closest I've
No
ever been.
excuse.
Okay,
Anyways.
miss, I'm gonna just check this body in the middle of
Because she
combat.
didn't need my help.
So anyways, thanks to anyone who tuned in. If you're interested in any of our stuff, you
Okay,
can go back
sure.
and watch on YouTube. There's links to the YouTube channel in the description.
And
You
then
can
you're
check
like,
out the
"Oh,
VOD on
kill."
Twitter, or not Twitter, on Twitch immediately afterwards. You can follow us on Twitter for updates. That's down at the bottom of the screen. And please definitely come back and watch more. And send us messages and questions on Twitter and things, and we'll get back to you. So, hope you all had a lovely time watching, and have a great night.
Nice.
Bye.
Nah.